Hey guys, this is RLC321 back again with another modelling episode. This time it is the Pegasus Hobbies War of the Worlds diorama based thingamabobby that I'm trying to do. And I thought I'd come back and get on with doing this one, because I'm still waiting on a few bits and pieces for the other kits and that, so I thought I'll go ahead and do this. So anyway, what I want to do, obviously you can see this one hasn't been painted or anything, this truck, because this is the truck tank. This tank is what's going to have the heat ray on it, and I'm going to see if I can try and melt it a little bit, not a lot. Oh dear, not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I really don't know how this is going to work, actually, to be fair. So what I'm going to try and do is use my air gun. I'm hoping this works. If it doesn't, you've seen it here first, because I don't want to melt it too much, but I want it to as if it's just starting to melt, because the heat ray is blasting onto it. So I want it to like have a start in of the start of it, kind of thing. So let's see if this works. Oops. Oh, that's going down the wrong way. I want you to go down that way. Well, I'm gonna have to do. Okay, now let's find something I can squish it down a bit with. Kind of like that. That should do, I think. It's a bit of a mess. It's a lot of a mess, actually. It's gone up a bit, but I think that should do it. Let's see if I can find. Where's my bits? Where did I put my bits? Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, hang on. Here it is. Right. So, there it is here. This is going to be on there, and it's going to be kind of like this here. Let's go on to that. I want to be better to look at it that way. I'm trying to think. That may look better, you know, this way, because it looks more like it's squished. I think I might actually put a little bit more on here. But then just smoosh that on. Like so that will fit into place, and then take it off. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's just about right, because that will now fit just exactly right there, like so. Yeah, that will do. Yep. Okay. We've done it. I think I've melted that enough. I don't want to melt that any more than it already is, because it's. I just wanted to give the illusion that it's being melted, and that I think is what we got. Right, that's it. I'm gonna let that cool down. We shall let that cool down. I still haven't got the other bits I need to make the other bits I need, so I'll have to do that later. But what can we do about this? We need to do something with this here. With the base, let's put our airbrush on, and let's think about colours and everything. So I think we will. Come to Papa. There we go. Right. So I think we'll think about colours. so we are going to need, what are we going to need? No, that's gold. Don't want that. What flavour are you? Greedy gold. No, we don't want golds. Tanned flesh. Possibly tanned flesh. There's a reason why I'm saying that in a minute. Earth. Tierra earth. Yes. Okay. Bronze. No. Khaki. Maybe. Some... don't know what that is. Necrotic flesh is a possibility. Wolf grey, no. Tanned flesh we've already got. Bronze, here we go. Desert yellow. Yes, some army green. Some uniform grey. Yes, that should do. Oh wait, no. Let's have green skin and possibly some goblin green. Right. These are just some of the colours I'm thinking of using. Don't know if I'll be able to use this one. This one looks a little bit dead. Actually, it looks a lot dead. That's deader than a doornail. So probably won't use that. What was that? Tierra earth. Do I have another one? Yeah. Do I have? That's desert yellow there. Okay, so we've got 2 desert yellows. Oh, awesome. Alright. I want another Tierra earth. I've got fur brown. Do I have another? What are you? Monster brown. Okay. I want another Tierra earth if possible. I do. I do. It doesn't look like I have. I've got leather brown. Okay, that'll do. Right. So we're going to be building this up in layers, of course. So I think the first thing we're going to do is use a darker brown. Let's get me old airbrush. There we go. That's working. Yes. What am I? Oh, you're far too high. Let's bring you down a bit. About there. There we go. Right, so let's get my water and just put a little bit of thinner in there. Let's get this dark brown first. We paint the whole base with this dark brown, which is leather brown, and then we progressively add bits of highlights onto it. And this is from Army Painter, the leather brown. There we go. Let's add just a little tiny bit into there. That's really thick and gloopy. Right. Oh, I didn't put those away. Okay, I have to remember that. Right, I need a stirring stick. You'll do. And let's just mix that around. Might need a bit more water in there actually. There we go. And then give it a good mix. So I'm not too worried about the. I never look to see what I am measurements or anything like that. I mean, obviously you can. It would be ideal, but I just don't. Yeah, I just don't. Right, so here we go. Let's put the layer of this on here. That's finished already, really. Okay. Yeah, there's actually a little bit left in there, to be fair. Okay. There. There. Perfect, just like that. You can see it's not fully hopefully the right colour. Now I'm going to keep this colour in there. I am going to put some more water in. But this time I'm going to use something slightly lighter, which will be Monster Brown. I think this is lighter than... Yes, it is. It's slightly lighter. So I'm going to give it a good old shake. Right. And we shall add a little drop of this into there like so. And put it to the side, get a mixie going, and hopefully that'll be enough. And then with this colour, we're going to go around the edges with the parts that we didn't get on the other one. And again, I'm just keeping everything just slight. I'm not putting like a ton of paint on here or anything like that. Just very, very minute amounts, and in different areas compared to what we had last time. Right, now I've got a bit of paint left in that, so I think I will put you back into here. Let's open Sesabop that. And put that in there. Like that. Okay. There's that in there. Put that back on. Where's my ruby? There it is. Right, and now we're going to go with something slightly lighter. So this time I want to wipe the inside, but I don't want to get rid of all the paint altogether. I just want to wipe it inside. There you go. Put some more of this in. And this time we're going with khaki. Isn't working, so we're not using khaki. So we'll have to go with desert yellow. Yep, we'll go with desert yellow. You gotta give it a shake. I mean, these are all army paint or war paints that I'm using at the moment, and you're gonna be quite thick again. Yes, you are, of course. So we do that, and again, another good old mixy up here a little bit. That should almost do. No, I got little bits in there. That's fine. Right, okay. And now we do this one. And with this one, all we're going to do is just going to do like certain highlighty bits. Okay, come on, give it a little mix there. There we go. There we go, and there's that desert yellow done. And let's just put this back in here so we don't waste it. There you go, have that. Okay. That's the desert yellow. Right. So we have got that. So this time I do want to get rid of a lot of this colour. So I'm just gonna spray it onto here to get rid of it. As much as I can off of the out of the airbrush. Where's my? No, I'll tell you what I'm supposed to use. Will be this. The thing it was designed for. I'll put a little bit in there. Because now we're going to go on the greens. Yes, we are. Right, so that's now gone. We're running out of space. I need a bigger space. I need a bigger area. That's what I need. So we are now going to use army green. And we're going to focus on the foliage area. Oh, yeah. And before we do anything, let's plonk a little bit of thinner in there, and then plonk a little bit of green in there. And where's the mixing stick gone? There's the mixing stick. Right, okie dokie. Give that a good old see into right there. Okay, right, and so now we're going to concentrate on foliage areas. So we've got a bit of foliage just here. So concentrate a little bit on there. Some foliage just here. Concentrate a bit there, got some over here as well. Some on this cliff. A little tiny bit there. Yeah. A little bit more. I mean, don't worry about being precise at the moment when you're doing something like this, because nothing is precise in the desert anyway, is it? Let's face it. So I think I've got a little bit there, maybe up there, do this over here again, it's around here as well. There, okay, so we've done that, and we need to let that dry for a little bit. Right, first let's get rid of this excess. There we go. And move that out of the way. Right, so now what we want is going to be the green skin, but before we do the green skin I want to get rid of what's left inside here. Let's give that a bit of a... There we go. Get rid of that. Come on. Go. There we go. That's it. Right. Okay. So, let's give this a bit of a dash of air just to help dry it off a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll dry it off quicker. From far away, a little bit of this heat done from far away, that should dry off a lot quicker for me. So I've got to be melting this. Easy Bob. Okay, that's that one. Now I'm going to do a little bit of green skin. So again, a little bit more thinner in there. Oh, let's shake this up a bit. And then we're going to come with the fun stuff. So a blob of green in there. And I'll show you what I mean by the fun stuff in a minute. I'll be right back in a minute, guys.
I was just wondering what you were doing.
Oh, doing a video. Right, so that's right, okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Right, so let's mix up this green paint. This green skin paint. And very sparingly, just on the inside edges, we want to put this green colour, just on the inside edges. No, I want to leave it on the, don't want it on the outside, just on the inside. Okay, just like that. That's all I want, nothing more. Yeah. Let's get excess back in there, get off of there. Okay. There we go. Oops, back on. There. And I am going to fill this up and just let it sit there for a bit and soak up the goodness. And then put this to one side. Now, I want to dry that off again. I shall leave it there. So I will bring you guys back when this is fully dry, and we'll continue. Right, okay, so I am bringing you guys back. That should be dry enough now. So what we're going to do now, we're going to just do some dry brushing. Basically what dry brushing is, you get like an old brush that's, the bristles are like knackered on, really. And what we're going to do, we're going to get a little bit of paint, but then we're going to wipe it off. And I will show you how that's done once I find out where I'll put things. Right, I don't know where I'll put things. Yes I do, hang on. Right, okay, there it is. There. Right, so what we want to do, we want to highlight some of these areas here. So I'm going to go with a bit of goblin green here. And I'm just going to plonk a little bit just in there because I don't want a lot. This is good. We're going to highlight the green areas first. And get some paint on your brush, and then on the piece of cloth, wipe it off. Wipe a lot off. Then on these areas, just lightly go over what we've done with the greens. All over, just lightly go over it. And it'll add a little bit extra detail and depth to the kit, to what we've been doing. I mean, I'm guessing these are bushes and things. I don't really know. I'm guessing they are. And if you're wondering if this is working, if I just use like a different area here, it should slightly come up green. Just get a bit more on here. Wipe it off again. I just you can see that it definitely does. Oh, no, here we go. You can just about see the green there. So it definitely does work. As I say, this is a very, very subtle thing, and it's only going for the highest edges, the highest ridges. Which is just what we want. So now we've done that. I also want to do the same with the cliff area here, but with the cliff area I'm going to use uniform grey. I'll give that a good old shake as well. And I'm going to pump you in this side. And again, get some on the brush and wipe most of that paint off. And then I'm just going to dry brush the edges of these cliffs with this grey. I don't know if you can see that in the shot at the moment. like this is like a cliff edge, this is ideal. I mean, we're not done yet, not by a long shot. We're not done with this, not yet. Because once we've done this dry brushing, there's something else I want to do, and I'll show you guys that as well in a minute. Because we need to apply a wash to this whole thing. I mean, what this is, the grey is sort of like trying to simulate a like a cliff face edge kind of thing. Hence, I'm using the grey on it. And we're just, as I say, just very lightly going over this one. Doesn't need to be too much. Is there anything else that we could do on there? No, I don't think so. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We could add just a little bit more into here, I suppose. Okay, just like this. There we go. Look at that. That's looking lovely. There we go. So our little diorama base is actually starting to come along really nicely. So we're going to let that dry for a minute, and I will bring you guys back once it's dry, because then we're going to start on a wash, and I will show you that in a minute. Right, okay, I'm bringing you guys back. So, washes is effectively you can make your own washes, or you can buy them pre-done. I'm going to be using this ink. It's called Strong Tone ink from Army Painter as well. Going to be watering it down a little bit, and I'll show you what to do. Or you could use, like, let's say you want this. You use a bit of paint with some thinner, so really thin it down, and then you brush over with it. It's the exact same stuff. That's all basically a wash is. If you do make your own, I would suggest put in, come to Papa, a flow improver in as well, because that will help it to go in all the recesses and things like that. And also a fluid retarder, stop it from drying too quick if you're going to make your own. Okay, I would suggest doing that. But this is already pre-done, pretty much. I'm just going to give it a good old shake here, and I'm going to add some of it into my pot there. Now I'm going to add quite a bit of water to this, like so, and get my paintbrush and mix it all in. I think this still might be a bit too thick actually, so I might have to put more water in there. Yeah, that should do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, just to help a little bit with to flow it, we're going to put a couple of drops of this flow improver and one drop of this retarder in here. There you go. You don't want to put too much of those. Instead of like flow retarder or flow improver, you could even, if you're making it yourself, you can even use washing up liquid. That will do just as well. Right, okay, so once we've got that, we'll then get our piece and we just paint it on. And alright, let me show you here. As you can see, it falls into all of the crevices and cracks and everything, and it just flows right on in there. And we want to paint the whole the whole thing with this. If you get a bit of a pull up on certain areas, just dab your brush in there and just move it around a little bit. And this will just add a little bit of something extra to your piece that you're building. Make it look a little bit more of a not realistic as such, but give it a bit more definition. Well, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Substance, a bit more 3D kind of effect. You know, because as it stands, when we were looking at these cliffs before, you couldn't see any like shadows or anything, and this just does that for you. It simulates the shadows. I mean, we've still got to do our little guys in a bit, so don't worry about that. We still need to do all those, and we need to do our this here, but I'm going to do that later once this is all dry. I'm not going to do it in this video. We'll do a separate video on that. And basically, this is all we're doing. We're just adding depth to our base here. And I will just keep on doing this so you guys can see. I really should need to get a bigger brush. This takes ages. Okay. And I love this ink stuff from Army Paints. I think it's actually really good stuff. And there we go. And do I need anywhere else? A little bit over here. I'm not too worried about the edges of the base because I'm going to be painting that anyway, painting that black. I just want to make sure I've got everything. But yep, there we go. So let's get rid of that there. So that's what that's looking like now, and it does give it a little bit more of a 3D effect. This is going to dry. It's not going to be as shiny, but don't worry about the shininess of it anyway, because we can always go through that and change that later with a bit of a dull coat or anything. But there you go. That's pretty much the base done, except for the small guys. But the guys we're going to paint slightly differently anyway. We're going to use dark greys and highlights and lighter greys to simulate ash, or not ash, as if they're being burnt and charred. And that's all that's left, is pretty much just ash. That's what we're going to do. So anyway guys, that's the base of the War of the Worlds diorama. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and look out for more videos to come in the future. I will see you guys then. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.